I just finished playing through the demo that was released this morning for Gori, Cuddly Carnage on Nintendo Switch, and I'll cut to the chase. It's very, very good. I remember seeing a trailer for Gori a few months ago, and that's all I knew about it before going in. Now, Gori is one of my most anticipated releases for the rest of this year. I cannot wait to get my hands on the full game. Gori begins in space. You play as Gori, a cat flying high above a ruined Earth with only your depressed spaceship and a foul-mouthed hoverboard for company. Something happens and your ship explodes, and you freefall in pure 2000s extreme style down to Earth, only to discover that the world has been ravaged by mutant unicorns, and you've been branded a traitor and human sympathizer. Now you're off to find a new spaceship in order to leave this unicorn-infested hellhole. The one thing you'll immediately notice is how Gori nails the pure joy of movement. Gori is easy to control, and the hoverboard moves exactly how you'd want it to. It's fast, precise, and more than anything else, pure fun. There are walls to ride across, rails to grind, and jumps to launch off, but this is far more Sonic the Hedgehog than it is Tony Hawk, as movement is more about flair and style than it is precision and mastery. For example, if you don't land on a rail just right, there's a button that will cause Gori to do a fancy flourish move and pull himself back up on the rail. And the walls you need to ride across pull you towards them like a magnet, meaning the platforming never got too challenging. We'll see if this becomes more difficult in the full game, but for the opening level, it's just all about looking cool. Movement is only part of the equation in Gori, the other being combat. See, your hoverboard has Kratos-style whip blades attached to either end, and holy shit, do they make a mess. You start with only a normal attack, but halfway through the demo you'll unlock a strong attack as well that's useful for breaking enemy shields. And it all feels great. You spin around like a garbage disposal, absolutely eviscerating the various types of rabid unicorns. There's also some excellently animated finisher moves that are particularly gory and fun. The combos seem rather fleshed out too, with each combination of normal and heavy attacks I tried producing unique animations. Ripping apart waves of enemies is an absolute blast in this demo. Gori Cuddly Carnage is packed to the brim with absurdist charm and humor too. Your talking hoverboard is a constant source of one-liners that had me laughing out loud more times than I expected. And the level of gore in this game is off the charts. It's a bloody mess. Based on the screenshots I saw, I didn't expect to connect with this game tonally as much as I did, but after having played this short opening section, I am fully on board with the world they've created here. As far as my concerns go for the full release, I only have a few. It actually runs impressively well on Switch, maintaining a mostly smooth frame rate, although it did end up dipping significantly during only the most hectic battle near the end. Seeing as this is just the first stage, I hope that as the game ramps up, the frame rate is able to match what I anticipate will be even more frantic stages later on. Secondly, we only got to see a small snippet of the upgrade tree, but at first glance it seemed a bit underwhelming. I saw the typical shield upgrades and attack upgrades, but I wonder if there's going to be anything that really progresses the combat in any meaningful way. The combat here already feels pretty fleshed out as it is, but over the course of an entire game, I could imagine it might grow repetitive without some extra tweaks to the formula. And finally, I hope that the platforming will continue to grow in complexity. I really like what's here, and it feels a lot like a Sonic game in some parts. I just hope they're able to build upon this solid foundation, and it isn't just used as a means of moving from one battleground to another. I honestly can't remember the last time I enjoyed a demo for a game as much as I did Gori Cuddly Carnage. This is an excellent preview for a game that I am now extremely excited about. I highly recommend everyone check this game out, even if the screenshots and premise don't immediately grab your attention. I had a blast playing through this demo, and I cannot wait for the full release on August 29th. Thanks so much for watching, and if you like this video, please like and subscribe. I'm working on a much longer video that I'm hoping to have out next week, so click the alert button so you don't miss it, and I'll see you next week.